feet up. Pick them up.
All right.
I think we're almost there. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Hammer. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you guys made it. Ready to come into our office? I guess. Come on, Franco. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
My hip hurts.
I know. So, Mr. and Mrs. Hammer, can you tell me, well, first, Miss Hammer, can you tell me your full name?
Yes, my name is Maria Cortez Ignacio Hammer. It's a mouthful.
And that name sounds Spanish or Italian. Are you from Italy?
Nope. Straight out of the depths of Alachua.
You really messed us up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're right here from Alachua. And we've been here a long time, I'd say, right, honey? Yeah, I had 3 daughters, all 3 born right here in Alachua.
They all moved to California.
Yeah, they're all very concerned about us for some reason. I don't really know why. So they're kind of the ones who told us to come in today. So yeah, I'm 71. He's 74. You know, we're very young.
Okay, so
Yep.
what are your concerns? What's been going on?
Well, I feel like I'm not quite myself lately.
Okay.
And I think Franco's pointed it out a lot to me lately. There's been a few things I just haven't quite done quite like I used to.
Okay, can you elaborate on that?
Well, I had hip surgery last year,
He's so
and
dramatic.
shut up.
All right, well then, so can you be a little bit more specific about your concerns?
Well, due to the injury, I have to go to physical therapy meetings, and you know, obviously I can't drive there myself, you know, with my hip and all. So, you know, Maria's got to be handling that, and she's not really doing the best job.
Okay.
I've been taking care of you for so many years, and suddenly you have all these complaints. And that's why we're here, because suddenly everyone's complaining about me.
Okay, and what are your individual concerns?
I have noticed some things start to slip a little bit. I think it's just old age. But lately when I've been cooking, I've just noticed that my food isn't quite as good. And that's really rude, Mr. Cortez Ignacio Hammer, because you still eat it.
I'm just being honest.
You know what? It's fine. I have noticed lately when I try to follow all my steps like I used to, you know, I got them all in here. Lately, I have skipped a couple things. I don't know why. And I feel like I can't focus for long enough. I don't know why that is.
Okay, and are you at home often? What do you like to do besides cook?
Oh yeah, I used to work all the time. So lately, ever since I've been home, I've been picking up little projects. I am a retired construction manager. So I used to work on sites for years and years, and I used to yell at all kinds of people. And now the only person left to yell at is my husband over here. So that's why I've taken over a lot of his duties and responsibilities that he needs help with, like getting to his important physical therapy. But I mean, I do other things too. You know, I've always liked to paint. You like my paintings, right, honey?
Not bad.
We like my paintings. So I've been doing that lately, and a lot of things around the house, and everything's just harder for me lately.
Okay. So it seems like you're having a little bit of trouble attending to things and paying attention to certain things for either an extended period of time. Does that sound all right?
I mean, I think my attention's all right, but according to everyone, yeah, it might be starting to slip a little bit.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, I will tell the speech therapist that, and she's going to come in and get started on working with you.
All right, sounds good, sweetie.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Hammer. I'm Nicole. I'm the speech therapist you're going to be working with along with Courtney. And so Courtney filled me in a little bit about what's going on. And so can you just tell me a little bit about it? She told me that you're having some trouble with attending things maybe and following instructions, things like that.
Yeah, and my husband might go into this a bit, but for example, we had another appointment with you all, and I mixed up the dates because he has all these physical therapy appointments. You got so many appointments. You know that's why this is so hard for me. And so I accidentally that day showed up to his physical therapy appointment, which, you know, I felt so bad having to call you all, reschedule.
It was kind of funny, I mean.
And things like that have been happening a
Well, you
lot.
clearly have a lot going on. I heard he had, what was it, your hip?
Well, I had hip surgery for one, and then I had another fall, so I had to have basically like total knee surgery. And so I've been having to go to physical therapy appointments, and
I'm like his living nurse at this point. I do everything. I take him everywhere. I wrap him up. I wheel him everywhere. And eventually it'll get to a woman.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a lot to handle.
she's been handling the appointments usually, and she's always kind of been handling that. So, you know, I generally don't worry that much about having to check if that's all handled, because I figure that she has it. But lately it does seem like she's had some trouble remembering whose appointment is whose, like she said. And also I've noticed when you make our favorite mac and cheese that you haven't been toasting the breadcrumbs like you used to, and they've been a little bit burnt. Just saying.
Is that so?
FYI.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I'd like to let you know. If he's having so much trouble, is there anything else that's been bothering you lately? That's what I thought.
Okay then. All right, well, so we're gonna do some evaluations. I'm gonna be asking you questions and doing some tests. And so we can figure out what's going on, and then we can figure out something to help you out and help you with your appointments and everything, and it'll definitely take the load off you a little bit, I think.
That'll sound all right. That sounds
All right,
good.
sounds good.
Man, those exams were hard. Some of them were difficult.
I know it's tedious, but it gives us a lot of good information. And so we did a couple different things, and what we found is that so you're struggling a little bit with attention, which is kind of what we talked about, which makes sense, how, you know, you're mixing up certain appointments and all of that. So we can definitely work on that. And so I spoke to your doctor, and we believe it is a suspected mild cognitive impairment.
A what?
So
Say it again.
Can you say that a bit slower? We're a little
Say
slow.
that in English, please.
It's a mild cognitive impairment.
That was English, honey.
In layman's
Carry on,
terms.
sweetheart. Tell me what's wrong.
And so it's a mild cognitive impairment, and it's also referred to as MCI. And so all that is, it sounds scarier than it is. So you might just be struggling with a couple things in your brain going on. So for you specifically, it's attention, and we're gonna work on that. So don't you worry, you're on the ball, and we're gonna get to it with therapy.
That sounds all right. That sounds good. So, okay. I guess, so I'm having trouble when I, like, do things in my normal life.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't focus for long? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Sometimes that might happen, or if you're doing a couple things at once, you might be struggling with that too. Like when you're making your mac and cheese, it might be a lot to keep up with, you know? Right? Does that make sense?
I guess that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. My daughter's calling. I told you she'd be worried. I can't see. Hold on. Let me just get my glasses. All right, honey. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. Oh my God, you look so pretty. How are you? Look, I'm in. I'm all right.
Hey,
I'm
honey.
here at the doctor's appointment with your father.
How's your appointment going?
Oh, it's just fine, honey. We're just going over some of my tests right now. And the doctor's going to tell us a bit more about what all of this means, okay? So,
Well, I'm glad you made it to the right appointment.
yeah, you know I've been having some trouble lately. Here's your father. Say hi to your father.
Hey, honey.
Hi. Well, what have they been saying? Can I talk to them?
I'm gonna give it to the nice lady over here, okay? Okay, there you go,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Hi there, I'm Nicole. I'm the speech therapist.
Hi.
Hey there. So I spoke to your mom and we did some evaluations and all of that today. But I just wanted to ask you, are you having any concerns with your mom or any questions that you might have for me about how she's doing?
Yeah, I have a couple of concerns. My father was telling me that my mother has had some issues with her planning and her scheduling, and she has been going to the wrong appointments and mixing up their appointments together or just not going to the appointments at all.
Okay.
And so I was just a little bit concerned with that. And she also has been having some trouble with her attention and when she's cooking or cleaning. Like one time she was in the middle of cooking and forgot that she hasn't vacuumed the carpet yet, and so she just left the food there burning on the stove.
Okay.
And that's really dangerous and really concerning. So I'm just making sure that she's not getting overwhelmed with my father having his hip surgery and all of that, and I'm just making sure that they have the assistance that they need to live independently. And if they don't, I can arrange coming down there. That won't be a problem. So I was just trying to see if that's necessary so I can start those arrangements, or if there's something that you could do to help so that they can live a little bit easier and more
Yeah.
independent.
All right. Okay. Yeah, your concerns are totally understandable. And we actually touched upon some of the things that you mentioned about her attending to different tasks at once and things like that. And so in the evaluations that I did with her today, we found that she's having some trouble with her attention. And so specifically, I spoke to her doctor as well. And what we figured out is that it seems like she has a what's known as a mild cognitive impairment, and for short it's known as MCI. And so this just means that she might be struggling in one area in particular, and for her it's attention. And so this could cause some trouble in some of her activities, like you said, cleaning or cooking or things like that, making sure that she makes it to her appointments and your father's appointments too. And so we're going to be figuring that out today, and we're going to come up with a treatment plan, which I am going to fill her in about that now. And so I see that she knows how to use her smartphone, and we're going to be using that to our advantage today. And I'm going to teach her how to use her calendar so that she can get reminders and things like that, so that she can make sure to make it to the right appointments on time. So we're going to be helping her out, and it'll help your father out as well. And I think she's going to be okay, and we're going to figure out how to best help her with some things. What we like to call it's an external aid. And so that's just adding something additional to give her that support that she needs.
Okay, perfect. That sounds great. It's not going to be expensive, is it?
No, don't worry. It's going to just be her phone and whatever her phone comes with, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Well,
Thank
it's
you
great
so much.
meeting you. No problem.
It was nice to meet you.
All right, honey. I'm so glad the nice lady talked to you. We're gonna get going so they can tell me what to do. But it's so
Okay.
good seeing your face. Okay,
Sounds
we
great.
love you. We'll talk to you
Love
you,
later.
dear.
Bye,
Let me know if
honey.
you need anything.
Bye, honey.
Bless your heart.
All right, so I'm going to teach you a strategy that I was talking to your daughter about when we spoke to her on FaceTime a little while ago. And so what I thought would be a great strategy for you to use is for you to use the calendar app on your phone.
Oh, I thought I had that.
Yeah, and so it'll be great because you can put in all the information that you need, including for your own appointments especially, and then if you need some help keeping track of your husband's appointments also, it'd be a perfect thing to use, all right? And we're going to set up alarms and everything so that you can remember that you need to leave the house at a certain time and all that stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions so far?
No, ma'am. Let's
All right.
start.
Okay, so I printed out some instructions for you. So it'll be really easy to follow, and you can take it home. So if you ever forget any little thing, you got it. All
Bless
right?
your heart. That's so nice.
All right, okay, so let's get started. So the first step that you have to do is...
I open the calendar app on my phone.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
All right, so it's pretty straightforward overall, but it's all listed here. So the next thing to do is you're going to add a new appointment, and so you're just going to click on the plus sign.
Okay, I did that.
All right, awesome. Okay, so now you're going to be coming in again later this week, so if you want, we can just for practice, put in your appointment. So you're going to start off by adding the title, and so you can put my speech therapy appointment.
My speech? Oh, that's so nice that they've got spelling on here. My speech therapy?
Mm-hmm.
Therapy appointment. Alright. What's next?
Perfect. All right, so you can even add the location. So you can search through, so you can put in Magnolia Park, so you don't forget.
Magnolia Park. I didn't know they had a Magnolia Park in Orlando. Alright.
All right, so now the next step is just going to be to set the time and date. So your next appointment, if I remember correctly, is going to be on Wednesday.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Wednesday the 19th, and it's at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
You got it.
Look at that.
Perfect. All right, so now scroll down.
Scroll down.
Awesome. Okay, so now this is going to be the most important part so that you can remember your appointment.
Okay.
We're going to set some alarms.
Oh my
All right.
God. I can do that?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
All right, let's see. So you're going to click on alert,
Okay.
and now you want to set it, let's say, an hour before. Does that work? So you
Yeah.
can leave the house on time?
Yeah, we
Okay.
like to be early.
Perfect. All right, and now you're going to set a second alarm
Oh,
for the day before.
the date one day before.
Perfect. Yeah, that way you can remember and, prepare yourself, get everything ready for the next morning.
Okay.
All right, and now, do you want to add any notes?
Be on time because I hate when people aren't on time.
Perfect. All right, now click add.
Oh, that was so easy.
Yeah, and now you can go, we said June 19th.
There it is, my speech appointment.
Awesome. Do you have any questions?
No, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
And all the instructions are right here. So if you forget anything, it's right here on paper.
Okay, I'll give a copy to my husband. That'll be
Alright.
helpful.
Great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Hammer. It's so good to see you guys again.
So good to see you, sweetie.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, so how's it been going with your calendar?
It's been so helpful. I started putting in all kinds of stuff in this thing. I didn't know I could do it. I added in, I don't know if I told you about my painting, and he knows about my painting, but I added it lately. I've been teaching at my local church some painting classes for the youth group. So I've been adding it in. So twice a week now I've been going. So I've been adding it in. And that's for at least the next month or two.
I see you've been using your app a lot.
I'm very busy, and I didn't realize how helpful those alarms were gonna be. Like today, Frank was like, "What's that noise?" And I was like, "That's the alarm." I mean, right? Wasn't that helpful?
Yeah, I mean, I've been noticing she's been using it quite a lot lately, and being that she's as busy as ever, it seems like it's really helping a lot, and like she's been on top of things.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Consistently, yeah.
That's great.
Thanks. I really like it, honey.
It doesn't seem like you have any more questions, but is there anything else that you want to know about this, or any other questions with how you're doing for me?
I don't think so. It's been a few days. I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, but I feel okay so far.
Great. All right, well, you can always contact me and call me if you have any questions.
Oh, I love to call you.
Oh.
Can I call you?
Of course.
I'd love to have a conversation.
So I was actually going to tell you that I was thinking maybe in a month we could just have a follow-up, and you won't have to come in or anything. You can call me, and you might want to add that to your calendar for a month from now.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do it then.
All right,
Okay,
great.
so I go here, and I'm going to meet with the doctor.
Oh, I'm not a doctor.
You guys might as well be. All right, and that's going to, when do you want to do the phone call?
All right, we'll do it a month from today.
Okay. And I'll add
What time do you want to do it?
Oh, I think, how do you feel about 10 o'clock in the morning?
Perfect.
That's right before I go off to do my other thing.
Sounds
Okay.
great. All right, got it. Talk to you then.
I'll see you then,
Bye.
sweetheart.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. It's time to call Mrs. Hammer. All right.
Oh,
Hey,
hi, honey.
how's it going?
Yes, it's so good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you too.
Yes, I'm here with Franco. Honey, say hi.
Hi,
All right,
Franco.
hi. Yes. Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad you're checking up on me.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to
Yes.
see how you were doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I've been using the calendar like you told me.
Oh, that's
And,
great to
you
hear.
know, I added in all my church events, and it's been very helpful. But I also didn't realize, and my daughter showed me how to do this, that I could add in Franco's appointments too. And I can link it as another calendar. So now it's 2 calendars on my phone. And that has been the best, honey. Oh, I'm glad you're excited to hear that too. Yeah, I was talking to Franco about how nice it's been. Honey, tell her a little bit about how nice it's been having both the cameras. Talk to her real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just take.
Yeah, so she, like I told you about how she had mixed up appointments before. Now that's a thing of the past because, you know, we have like a little, we have like multiple calendars, so she knows that my appointments are on a certain day and she has to go to a certain place, and she knows her appointments are on a different day, so we never get that mixed up, and it's been really good. She's been on top of things, and, you know, things are going swell. Alright. Yeah, okay. Good talking to you. I'm going to hand the phone back to my wife.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's a blabbermouth. Well, thank you for checking in on me. It's been super great having your help. Who knew how much a speech pathologist could do for a little old lady like me and my husband? Oh, well, thank you for all your help.
Of course.
Yeah, I gotta go. I have a painting class.
All right,
scheduled.
well, have fun.
Okay.
Call me if you need anything.
All right. Bye-bye.
All
honey.
right, bye.
I'll check in with you soon.
Okay,
too.
great.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.